Did we share the link? Has the link been shared?
Yeah, I just hit publish.
Got it.
We got it. Post. We're live?
Yeah.
Rocky start.
We're in.
All right.
Vacation.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the December 2017 Patron Q&A. This is for $20 and up patrons, where we answer your questions live. We're a bit of a ragtag crew today. Kyle, I don't believe you're in your normal spot, right?
This is my normal
spot.
spot.
Not at your apartment.
No, I'm up in Burbank.
Your normal spot?
Yeah, I'm up in Burbank right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm in Iowa. The lighting is, I don't know if I just got memed. We are missing like 4 people because they're all doing different things. Blood's actually doing a meet and greet right now in Florida. But enough of all that. This will be a very fast and loose Q&A session. But let's get started. And something I always like to see is Q&A person always asks really interesting questions. Always gets in there right away, which I love. It's from Alexander from Russia. Gaming gods have decided that 2018 is the year of the backlog. No game will be released in 2018, and all game development will be put on hold. I've asked you this question back in January, and you were pretty thrilled to have such an opportunity. But what about now? Will you wait an additional 365 days for Ni no Kuni 2, Monster Hunter World, Yakuza 6, Sea of Thieves, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Spider-Man in exchange for a chance to clear your 2017 backlog?
No.
Game development will be put on hold. So this extra year will not make upcoming games better, and it will not push the release date close to the beginning of the year. I heard some grumbles.
No chance.
We're not okay with this.
No.
Okay, what if you could save one of the games on there?
No.
Okay, you want it all.
It is crazy, honestly. We were all super on board a year ago, and now we're like, give us those 2018 games.
Yeah, we want those 2018 games.
That's crazy.
Feed
was
me.
It because 2017 was so good?
I guess so.
And the holidays, dude. We caught up on a lot of stuff.
We're just content. We have full bellies right now.
Yeah. My belly is full. My belt is like breaking.
Yeah. Everything that I'm choosing to play to catch up on, I'm kind of waiting for like that disappointment, that one where it's like it's not as good as people say it is, or you don't think it's as good as people say it is, but it's not happening.
You just got to be like Damiani.
Really Wait, what does that mean?
If you want to be disappointed in games, you just got to be like Damiani.
How do I be like Damiani?
I don't know, dude. It's hard.
Just gotta be like a Star Wars fan.
Damiani, were you in that spoiler mode?
Filler arc.
Oh yeah, I was in that spoiler mode.
Were you fighting against The Last Jedi?
I was like kind of in the middle, so.
Okay. Was Brandon the one that was against?
Yeah.
I think Brandon was probably the one who was the most not pleased with the movie.
And Brad.
Yeah.
So Brad, just real quick, rewatch Force Awakens. I don't see where Hux was a comedy bit in that at all. Hux is pretty serious throughout.
I know. That's what I was saying.
I see your side with Hux. I totally do.
Gotta write in some 2017 humor for the sequel. Great call, Disney.
Giver's just staring down at the floor. I don't know what that means.
But
it sounds like
parents are gone.
I figured Damiani was just going on a Star Wars rant.
No, I'm not going to humor.
I figured that.
I hope there's a Punisher question because I took your advice.
Dude,
watch all of it, dude.
Yeah, dude, easily the best out of
I had to
that
get Huber back on board there,
dude. Yes.
All right, so it sounds like none of us are willing to make 2018 the year of a backlog. So our next question comes in from Mike Hook. Hello, allies. I hope your holidays are going well. I need some advice. I am now the proud owner of a high-end gaming PC. My first time playing on PC since Myst and Doom were originally released. Whoa. During my first week, I played What Remains of Edith Finch, Hyperlight Drifter, and Doki Doki Literature Club. And I had a blast playing them. I'm finding myself exclusively playing single-player, smaller, bite-sized games because I am terrified to try anything that requires much skill. I'm not used to playing with a keyboard and mouse, so games like World of Warcraft and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds look very overwhelming to me. My trusty Xbox One controller will be there for my platformers and racing PC games, but I know it's not going to get me to #1 in PUBG. What do you recommend I play or to help develop my key and mouse skills without feeling frustrated? Am I a lost cause now that I'm 34 years of age? Will I ever obtain a League of Legends esports trophy?
Dive into Counter-Strike Go and let it destroy
Huber,
you.
no!
Let it destroy you.
No!
Bathe,
Just tossed Mike Hook in the Shark Tank, dude.
bathe in endless death because it could never be worse than that. So it's like once you've done that, you're ready to go.
No, man, we gotta get the training wheels going first.
I'm thinking
Dude,
Divinity
Trial by Fire.
2.
No, Divinity 2 is super intense.
It is. I mean, just mechanically, it's very complex.
Yeah.
But in terms of like dexterity required, it would just get
very
used
low.
to- yeah, very, very, very low. So you could
Just play like a single player shooter or something on that you can play by yourself and get used to the feel and everything.
See, I was thinking play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, but don't give a shit. Like, you can play that game with your friends or just by yourself with the idea of just like, I'm going to goof around. Like, you can really just treat it like a big playground and have fun with it and just get used to it. And then once you finally get comfortable, then flip that switch and then be like, okay, now I'm going to go watch videos about bullet drop or whatever and figure it out. Like, just approach it from a different angle rather than like, I'm going to be the best at this right away.
Yeah, I feel like could be like hard to ask a lot of people to do. Like putting up that's a lot of mental damage you're taking, getting killed over and over and over again.
See,
That's what I mean. I would just play something single player. You don't have to worry about any of that first.
Like Wolfenstein 2.
Or
Yeah,
like
sure.
Yeah,
Or
Wolfenstein 2
2.
is a good idea. I like that.
Or Deus Ex because it's like
Deus Ex, yeah,
Pretty
nice
damn
and
slow
slow pace.
Also, having a beastly PC is really nice for like editing software. And so if you ever wanted to like edit videos and try stuff like that out, now's your chance.
That's a really good piece of advice.
Yeah.
Maybe like going through the campaigns of like StarCraft 2 or something, because that will definitely get you comfortable with keyboard and mouse, and has a bunch of different difficulties where you can get comfortable with it. You can do like AI matches. That might be a good idea too.
or the Doom reboot.
Yeah.
The Doom reboot. The Doom reboot is just amazing. Oh,
Yes, it
Little
is.
intense. Little intense.
it is intense.
But
Put
you
it
can
on
like
easy.
put the difficulty down,
Okay.
and then you'll still get like the pace. It'll like up your APM.
Sure. What is APM?
Have an
dude?
APM
Actions per minute.
actions per
Actions
yeah.
per minute. Okay.
All right. Our next question comes in from Timothy Mann. Hey, allies. I'm glad to finally be a part of this reward tier. This year, I'm trying to start a new tradition among my friends that blends Secret Santa and New Year's resolutions. For this tradition, we will draw a name randomly from a hat, and whoever we get, we choose a game for them to complete over the new year. I just want to know, if you played, whose name would you want to get, and what would you like for them to play? Doesn't necessarily have to be another ally. Thanks for everything and happy holidays. Ooh, serious question.
Guillermo del Toro to play Resident Evil 7 in VR.
Whoa. What if he already has, man?
Then Evil Within 2.
Okay.
He already has, dude.
Maybe not. He's
more.
busy, dude. He was like promoting his
Nah, man.
movie and stuff.
He's a big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
I want Brandon Jones to play Yakuza 0. That's what I would do.
Yeah, dude.
That's a good one.
That is
I want Mike Huber to play Final Fantasy VI.
I know.
That's a good one.
Mm.
Just the dummy Omni Doom back there.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Daniel Bloodworth to Master SingStar.
Nice.
SingStar?
Yeah,
That's
5
what
stars
happens
in
when-
every song.
I bet that would happen in like a day.
Okay.
I could see the Slack message now. Like, now what, Kyle?
An image. It first be an image of 5 stars and everything. Yeah.
Do people still play like Just Dance and that stuff?
Yeah. Still
Just
sells.
Dance is still released every year, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Still put it out.
I want to have it settled it on Steam World League too.
Oh. We have, can you just make everyone who hasn't played Valkyria Chronicles play Valkyria Chronicles?
I'll play.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good
Good
one.
for it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Sign me up.
Kyle Bossman says you'll play Valkyria Chronicles. Write that down.
This time
Bosman's already played some Valkyria Chronicles, right?
Yeah, this time I'll even my units up evenly.
What
You don't have to do that.
did you do?
Yeah.
Did you dump
Only
it?
All
snipers.
snipers, right?
All
Oh my
snipers.
God.
Oh, you want all snipers? Well, you screwed yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, because then I got to the tank in the desert and I couldn't beat that tank with my sniper
Yeah,
squad.
that's not a good. Yeah, that's okay.
Nobody told me. Nobody told me.
Well,
Bad tactician.
That's fine. It's kind of like Resident Evil, where like you gotta reload your save back at the beginning, try again.
Well, here's the thing. My sniper squad was sick on every other level. They ruled. They would own it.
But that
You would have got destroyed later on in the levels. You need to like move a lot, and they can't move a lot.
True.
Like their running distance.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Gibber, did you
Sorry.
pick one? Oh, you picked Guillermo del Toro. All right. Good question. Thank you, Timothy. Our next one comes in from Kit. Hello, allies. As your community grows and things are harder to manage, have you put any thought into having a community manager, a liaison between the community at large and the nine of you when it comes to community events and issues? A community manager would be really nice.
Yeah, we're in talks to get the person who runs the Arby's Twitter account, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is that the way we like diffuse any problems? Is we take a picture of curly fries and like an anime or game reference or something?
Did you see the-
like,
Have you seen the backlash to the Arby's Twitter account? It's crazy.
No. What?
There's
Well,
backlash now.
to everything at this point?
So the backlash is that they don't pay anybody to use their figures and mascots. You know what I mean? And so people are mad at Arby's for even like using them.
Oh, for making like copyright stuff in their images or something?
Yeah. It's like
Who's,
please
are
don't
the
fund
companies
Arby's.
doing it or people doing the backlash? Average people?
I think it was an indie game. An indie game was like upset at Arby's for using their character.
Wow. Because everywhere else seems like love it when Arby's does that.
Yeah.
It's
Free
like being on the
promotion.
cover, like being the cover of the next issue of like Sports Illustrated or Madden each year. It's like, yo, I hope Arby's does my thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a big deal right now.
I hope Arby's does my thing.
You haven't made it if you're not on the Arby's Twitter account.
One day we just wake up and there's like an EZA made out of fries.
Oh man, that'd be so nice.
That would be huge for us.
It'd be huge. But I do think a community manager would be like essential in our growth. You know.
Yeah.
Easy Allies for the 5 years from now. Easy Allies that I envision has a community manager. I don't know how we get there, but I think we have one in 5 years.
In 5 years, we have a VR podcast.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mhm.
And we all eat at Arby's.
The nearest
Okay.
Arby's to my house is 20 minutes away, and it's like
Ooh.
sad. Anyway, I think we need a community manager really badly, but also just a dedicated, like, you only edit videos, video editor.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice, too.
Yes.
Yeah, like yeah. So people are like listening. Like we always have like lots of stuff, ideas we want to do, but like the reality always is like the bottleneck is like editing. It's like, oh, who's gonna edit this? Oh,
Right.
who's gonna edit this? It's like, oh yeah, that sucks.
But we're kind of at that awkward time where, you know, we're on holiday and not all back with each other yet. But I think once we get back, you know, we're going to talk with each other and figure something out. It's not a promise that anything huge is going to happen or anything like that, but we're going to have like a big, like, hey, what do we want to do this year and how do we want to do it kind of chat. And we'll see what comes out of that. So, but yeah, a community manager would be awesome. All right. Our next one comes in from Joseph. He says, hey, allies, regarding DICE temporarily removing microtransactions from Battlefront 2, it reminds me of another instance of a video game company having a quick reaction in an even more wager way due to heavy backlash that reached the mainstream media. And that's Microsoft completely changing the always online requirements for the Xbox One. If you recall, that controversy dominated conversations around the upcoming console generation, even to the point that Jimmy Fallon mentioned that only the PlayStation 4 let you play used games. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm curious if the Allies believe the residual effects of the Battlefront 2 controversy will be comparable to that of the Xbox One being always online. Even months after Microsoft decided to ditch all of those anti-consumer systems, I specifically remember talking to a coworker about which next-gen console to purchase. And while we both agreed that the Xbox One had plenty to offer, we both settled on not supporting it, at least not for a while, because, and I quote, we don't want them to forget this. Is it wrong to vote with your wallet for spite, even when a company decides to make changes for the better? Excuse me.
I mean, I think the problem was the scale of Xbox. It wasn't just one thing. It was a lot of things that frustrated people. And I think it also says a lot when you pull a 180 on virtually your whole console's like core design, like what you were trying to push with it, and that you're doing like a 180 on that. I mean, it's good that they change, but at the same time, there was pretty much no winnable situation for Microsoft. Let's just say that they were kind of in an unwinnable situation. But the thing is, with Always Online, eventually that did come back. Some games still require that stuff. It didn't completely die off. It's just, I think it was too soon and too heavy-handed, and it just drew the ire of everyone. I think it's the same situation with loot boxes and Battlefront 2. I don't think Battlefront 2 is ever going to recover from this, but I also don't think it's the end of loot boxes, even if it gets regulated. I think companies will figure out ways to do it that is less like heavy-handed, and just doesn't draw as much backlash because you don't notice it as much. I think Battlefront was just like too over the top with it. And it was like, obviously, look what's happening to you. And I bet a lot of our companies are a little upset about that. Like, dude, why'd you do that? Like, we have these like good things in place, and you're gonna ruin it for everybody because you're an idiot. You got too greedy, EA. You flew too close to the sun with those loot boxes. You know, melted them all.
Anyone else?
I agree. Tell me, honey.
Huber, I want you to see if you agree with this, or everyone else. On my Persona 5 stream, I said McDonald's Happy Meals were the original loot boxes.
Oh
So you never knew what toy you were getting in it.
Dude,
you always
yeah,
got
kind
the
of.
trash toy, and you'd be like, "Mom, I didn't want this one." They try and exchange it. Like, no exchanges. You gotta buy another Happy Meal.
Hey, someone let you exchange.
Yeah,
I remember doing.
I exchanged Happy Meal toys.
Those were the nice ones that were like trying to fight the evil loot box policy. back in the
Okay.
I think, yeah, I think when it comes to Xbox, you know, when you have a system that costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars, where you can play a lot of the same games on another place, I think it's easier to make that decision. It's just there's been so many EA controversies over the years, but nothing has ever completely sunk EA. Like, maybe we're getting to that point. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But it's hard for me to imagine that 6 months from now, or a year from now, or 2 years from now, that everyone's going to boycott EA. Like, I think when it just comes to games specifically, I think if people are excited about a game, they're still going to buy it. I don't think... I think by and large, you know, I think if you like take a look at Madden, you take a look at FIFA, you take a look like, I don't think EA is dying. I think there are still plenty of people who either don't care about that or aren't even aware of it and are just going to be like, hey, I want my fix of whatever, be it Battlefield or FIFA or Madden or whatever. I do think that the response to Battlefront itself, like, I bet no one is excited to start talking about Battlefront 3. But
so my thing on this is that it's actually kind of funny to me how infrequently we bring up the Xbox One's launch these days. And so I do think we'll talk about Battlefront 2 over the course of the next year, but I think we will forget about it eventually. And that'll just be a thing that happened, and we don't even want to talk about it anymore because we talked about it too much back then. So I think we will get over this for sure.
I just feel like in general, with everything, like news just has a shorter shelf life now, regardless of how big it feels in the moment.
Yeah.
Like we just get over everything so quickly for saturation.
But I was thinking about, sorry, the last question of the question is it okay not to buy something out of spite? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy whatever you want, or not buy anything you want.
What was the last thing you didn't buy out of spite?
I don't know.
Great question, dude.
All right, we'll chew on that one.
Okay, I'll come back.
We'll chew on that one. All right, our next question is from Robert. If I can't think of a better question, I want to hear your headcanon endings to Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, to bring what is there in the game to the opening of Metal Gear. However, I know doing so would mean to give major spoilers. How can I get these answers from you if not during the monthly Q&A? Yeah, I don't know if I want to spoil Phantom Pain, but
What's weird is I would say 5 really does bridge itself well to Metal Gear. There's not too much left to fill in.
Yeah, isn't it 5 then Metal Gear 2 then Solid?
Yeah, so there's actually not many question marks left, to be honest with you.
It's just Gray Fox is the only thing that's a little weird after 5 and going into Metal Gear 1.
I think the sentiment is that people just wanted 5 to actually like go into the opening of the original Metal Gear. They wanted to see that sequence recreated, or just to jump to that point a little bit more directly. But yeah, what about you, Huber?
What a weird game. That ending was so weird.
Yeah, that whole game was weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we don't have better answers to this, Robert.
Vacation.
Oh,
yeah. There's no like I don't want to take the deepest dive, but like being. Oh, are we spoiling Metal Gear right now? Are we allowed to spoil this?
I mean,
Hands
it is.
up.
I think it's out of the time sphere. I think we could do hands up and do full on spoilers.
Hands up.
That game's old now, right?
Yeah.
2015 feels like a lifetime ago.
It's just the reveal at the end when you're not who you think you are was kind of weird for me. It was like Kojima needed some like Inception level troll. So he like kind of threw it in. Like I guess it kind of makes sense with like if you look at the end of like Metal Gear.
It's the twist you expected. It's the twist you expected all along, though.
Yeah.
That's the weakest part of it. Is like, oh yeah, I guess I kind of. That's it. And they're like, yeah, aren't you surprised? And you're like, no.
Yep.
It was an explanation to rectify the future games because they had an inconsistency, and Kojima, in typical Kojima fashion, creates like the most elaborate answer. It's like, oh, this explains why there's an inconsistency in the NES Metal Gears and in the Metal Gear Solid series. Here you go. Have a good time.
I think there are a lot of things that annoy me about Phantom Pain, but one of the biggest things is like just the way they handle Volgin in general.
Oh my god!
Like you have this fireman who they set up for this big twist, and then it just feels so flat and nothing, and it just doesn't feel consequential at all.
By the way, that was Volgin.
Yeah. Basically, how it's presented to you is like, dude, that was Volgin, and then nothing. There's no broader attempt to like weave it into the narrative. It's just sort of
you know what that felt like, Ben?
It's like this one twist and like a bunch of loose branches. It's really weird.
It felt a little bit like Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
No, it doesn't. All right, next. Off camera.
I like.
We'll go down this road.
Hands down.
When you can't handle what Damiani is saying, just like putting your hands in front of your face. So, we're not spoiling The Last Jedi. That's too close. All right. Moving on. Leif, I believe that's right pronunciation. The EI sounds like EI in Zeitgeist.
EI in
By the way,
Zeitgeist. That's like a song name, Ben.
EI in Zeitgeist is a song name?
Zeitgeist.
We are the EI in Zeitgeist.
EI and Zeitgeist.
No,
I'm sorry if
All right.
Hi, Ian and Ben have agreed that the most platform exclusives are on PC during an old Q&A, and more recently on Frame Trap. Does this imply that you would recommend PC over PlayStation and Switch, concerning exclusives only? I disagree, but I am biased and probably counting differently. So I am honestly curious what games you're thinking of. Related fact, EZA has reviewed more than 10 Sony and Nintendo exclusives each, but found only one PC exclusive relevant enough to warrant a review, which is exactly what I would expect, since if a PC game is any good, let's sell it on console too. Everyone wins.
Are we doing console wars right now?
Sounds like
I think this is console wars. I think a lot of what you're seeing is when we say there are a lot of PC exclusive games, there's a lot of stuff that come from, independent developers that only release on PC. You see that a lot. But in regards to reviews, a lot of, and you see this more and more recently, a lot of huge PC games that are receiving a lot of attention are early access games, and we don't review early access games. That's just kind of like a precedent that we set for ourselves. So when a game comes out, not always, but when a game comes out that we are reviewing, and it's on console, it's a finished game, it's a complete game, or ideally. And I think another part of it is that, like, just from my own personal perspective, a lot of the PC games that I've wanted to cover this year, such as Divinity Original Sin 2 and Warhammer Total War 2, Total War Warhammer 2, are just like huge, massive games that take a lot of time to understand and a lot of time to play through. And so the ones that I'm just most interested in just consume a lot of time, whereas something like Sonic Forces, I was pretty much done with that in a couple of days. So it's that, like, but I think when you talk about games that only come out on PC, there are a lot of games that are coming out on Steam all of the time that are not coming out anywhere else. Like, They Are Billions just came out and is getting a lot of buzz and is
Doki Doki Literature Club.
only Doki Doki Literature Club, right? Another huge game that you could only play on PC. So, yeah, that's just what I mean.
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight, yeah, that's coming to Switch, but right now you can only get it on PC. But like,
so which one's the right one to own?
that's the thing is,
There it is.
there's no right.
Yeah.
There's no right. Games are games.
Whichever you prefer.
Life is going. Here's what life is. You're just gonna have to make a bunch of choices in your life that aren't right, but at some point you're gonna have to go down a path, and you're gonna have to see what that path has. If you get an Xbox, you're gonna have to see what that Xbox path has. You're gonna have to see, if you get a PlayStation, you're gonna have to see what that path has. PC, see what that path has. There's no objective right, and trying to fight over it and bicker over it is just a waste of time that I don't have any interest in. I just want to play games and talk about them. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone else?
Would have reviewed PUBG, but it came out during the holidays. No time.
Yeah.
I was out of town.
Even games that are multi-platform, sometimes we do review the PC version. Just keep that in mind. Like, I get like the sort of the indie argument that a lot more indies seem to come out on PC, at least first. But at the same time, a lot of games are more and more being multi-platform. So it does help to review the PC version sometimes to like kind of balance it out. Like, I was trying to think of all the ones I did this year, and the only ones that come to mind at the moment are Yooka-Laylee I did on the PC version, and of course Final Fantasy XIV expansion. I did that on PC. So I think sometimes just because you see games multi-platform, sometimes I feel PC enthusiasts discard that a little bit more. I know they want like more of the exclusive coverage, but like don't just discard games that we cover on PC, even though they're multi-platform. Like, I think those most of the time there should be like arguably the best version of them, because the PC is the higher end machine usually, and that's, you just want to play the best version, you're supposed to go to the PC. So just keep that in mind sometimes as well. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
I do think, though, to maybe be a little bit more fair to the question and to like be self-reflective of us a little bit, I do think as a whole, Easy Allies is more interested in console games. And so I think, like, even though there are a lot of PC games that I'm genuinely interested in, a lot of times I will favor my time with console games because I know that, like, on a frame trap or something, it might pull more people into the conversation. I think just when it comes to any given game, I think there's a higher chance that more people will have played a console game than a PC game. And so, in turn, that makes for more interesting conversations. So that definitely happens, but yeah. I think we're just 9 dudes, also. Not that that's a great answer. Brad Huber, you got anything to add to that?
No, you guys nailed it.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, I've been searching for a game that didn't buy out of spite. I can't do it. I think I'm pretty forgiving when it's like, you know what? I just want to play that game. Who cares?
Oh yeah, you're thinking just games. Okay, I thought it was just purchase. I was gonna say like there's got to be a restaurant that I got like angry at, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to your restaurant ever again. That's too easy, I guess. It's harder to think of a game.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I didn't buy out of spite. All right.
I'm not gonna eat at Jimmy John's ever again out of spite.
Sure.
What did Jimmy John's do to you?
It's the CEO dude, the owner of Jimmy John's.
Oh, okay.
The guy who like poses naked with dead animals. It's like, all right.
Like naked on top of them. It's really fucked up.
And then
If Roman Reigns or Randy Orton is number 30 in the Royal Rumble, I'll never watch wrestling again out of spite.
There we go. That's what we needed, I think. That's what we needed. Our next question comes from Ulf himself. A wizard is throwing you a dinner party and wants you to pick the guest. You can choose any 3 people from the past or present. Choose. The wizard will magically translate for you if they don't speak in English.
This is dark magic, by the way.
This is dark
This is
magic.
very dark.
This is dark magic.
This is like you have the dinner and then they kill you, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any 3 people?
Any 3 people.
Living or dead? Okay, go ahead, Damiani.
Well, thanks, Kyle.
Take the floor.
Let's see. I would kind of. Oh yeah, they'd be translated to your language. You can understand them. Probably, it'd be kind of cool to hear some of the like early like visionaries in terms of advancing like the sciences and stuff. So I would think that maybe. I mean, the first one coming to mind is like Leonardo da Vinci, just to like hear them talk about, especially because their concepts in like flight and stuff. It'd be kind of cool. Like back then, would be really interesting to hear because we didn't get flight till the beginning of the 20th century. So it's like, all right, that's a long gap. Even though video games like to ignore that and like, oh, there's some kind of flying contraptions available before then. It's cool. Assassin's Creed. Who else? Probably just to like be blown away by like how smart they are. Maybe like Einstein, just to have them like try and like explain something and be like, holy crap, like what did you just say? Like that's insanity right there. Kind of. I'm having trouble deciding on like the third one. I don't know. Like 3 is like hard.
Yeah.
It's an impossible question.
It's not impossible. No, it's not, Kyle. Come on.
It's impossible.
Brad's got something. I think
I got
okay.
some.
Okay.
I want Mozart,
All right.
Freddie Mercury,
Freddie Mercury's a really good
and
one.
John Lennon. I want to hear them
Okay.
discuss music together.
Can I say Jesus?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do Jesus. Straight up. Give me all the answers.
I feel like you with Jesus, like suddenly the world would just be at peace. Like from your conversation and energy would.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know who else.
I kind of
else is at
say
the
his
table?
name. I say his name very aggressively. So,
True.
Sure.
And who are the other 2 people at the table? This is important.
Moses
Bayek.
and
Bye.
Moses and Mark Cerny as moderator.
you think he'd even be phased?
He would not. That's why I chose Cerny, because he would not be phased.
You better give him a lot of cards.
He'd be so pro.
I want to sit down with David Bowie. David Bowie would be one.
Great pick.
Lemmy would be one. I feel like I could talk to Lemmy for days on end.
And I got the last one.
And
for
then
you.
somebody.
I got the last one.
What's
for
that?
You. Cliff Burton.
Yeah, the last one.
Cliff Burton.
Cliff Burton would be amazing. The last one, though, this is like the number one person I want to interview with in the video game industry, and I doubt it will ever happen. But I really want to sit down and talk to Hideki Kamiya.
Ooh.
Nice.
That would be like a dream of mine.
Just block you.
Yeah, he just blocks me. That would be insane.
Shigeru Miyamoto, 1991. Shigeru Miyamoto, 2007. And LeBron James.
Oh, man.
What?
Yep.
Yes, Kyle wins. Kyle wins.
That's a really great pick.
It's so good.
Present day LeBron James.
You don't want to talk
1991
to
LeBron James.
Kyle? You don't want to talk to Tom Brady?
No.
I know you do.
Not again.
Kyle.
Damian, I don't think you picked your third one.
I think I'm gonna go with Galileo. Galilei.
Okay. Our next question comes from Michael. He says, my favorite anime, The Seven Deadly Sins, is about to be released as a game on PS4. Anime is soon on Netflix, and a movie is coming out next year. Do you watch the anime? Will you play the game? I don't, and I doubt I would play the game unless I watched the anime.
Wait, what
All
was
right.
Never heard of it.
Sorry, I
Seven
didn't
Deadly
get it.
Sins. So
Seven Deadly Sins.
it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I gotta be real with you. I don't like the eyes.
I've seen
The
it before. I haven't
eyes
refreshed myself
In
on
the
the anime.
anime, they're always sloppy. They got sloppy eyes.
What constitutes
Wow.
a sloppy eye?
Like eyes are so important, obviously, in any drawing. They're just like sloppy. They're drawn with a certain slop that I just can't embrace.
Sloppy eyes,
Okay.
definition. Drawn
Sloppy
with a
eyes.
certain level of slop.
Okay, yeah.
And it's got kind of like a Vash the Stampede kind of thing going on with the main character, where it's just like, I might be a super old warrior who's very powerful, and then it's like he is, and so it's like got that kind of thing going on. But I would play the game.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, man, I'm not opposed to the end of the shot, but
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to watch Dragon Ball Super right this very second.
I don't know.
So-
the video clip that played on Netflix made it look a little too fan servicey, like too much suspect outfits on the characters. I was like, oh, it's one of these shows. That was my impression of it from the Netflix like little trailer that auto plays when you're scrolling down. I was like, this looks a bit R-rated almost, like kind of like edging towards that. In that, I was like, that's I don't want to go down that route. I was like, I'm not interested.
Brad Huber?
I don't even know what this is. I've never even heard of it.
I just Googled an image and I don't like the eyes.
I like it.
I think eyes are so important. They're so important. Yeah.
Sloppy eyes.
Sloppy eyes.
Write it down.
Slapdash eyes.
The eyes, a little too slapdash for me. All right. Next question comes in. Cappy's adventure in Super Mario Odyssey, he's decided to hang out with EZA for a day.
Oh,
Give an
boy.
example of the first thing you capture and what kind of moveset might it have.
Wait, we did this before, and we had a disagreement about whether they have to be living things or not.
They don't have to be living things.
Okay, all right, okay.
But,
Wait, I'm
there's
confused.
one answer. The first thing we capture would have to be Sophie.
Sure.
Like,
that's a
come
good one.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd
That
throw
would
it
be
on the
so
lightning. Throw it on lightning too.
Oh, that's a good one, Brad. I like that. Wait,
Maybe.
when we throw it on lightning, does it become lightning or is it still a standee?
I think you're the standee.
It's like the standee's alive though, and it can move, but it doesn't have like a lower torso, so it has to hop around kind of.
But it can shoot lightning bolts.
Yeah, it can use
Okay,
like its
shoot lightning
and all
bolts.
that stuff.
And cast
Gotcha.
Blizzara.
Cool.
I'd throw it on.
Shake to do
I'd throw it on buttons over there or something like that.
Oh, that'd be
Just
good.
annoy Kyle. Hey Kyle, I'm back. Something like that. When's E3?
That's good.
Yeah.
By the way, Brad was the voice of buttons, everybody.
That's right.
Okay. Gotcha. I would save mine for E3 as well. Like Brad mentioned E3 at the end there. I would wait till E3. I'd hold on to it after everyone used it. I would go over to the Sega booth and I would toss it on Sonic the Hedgehog's hat. And then I would run around all of LA in the middle of traffic yelling, "You're too slow" to everyone on the 405.
Use
Just
your
because-
directional.
I want to take out my anger on traffic that way.
Use your directional.
Use your directional.
I feel like there's something we're forgetting.
SpaceX.
I would,
All of
honestly,
Toys to Life stuff.
I feel like I would throw it on Kyle pretty quickly too.
Okay.
I would not. I don't want to go there, dude.
I'm just too curious. I gotta
That's
know.
like a spooky place.
Maybe it's, I don't know. See, I gotta know. Maybe it's really happy. I don't know.
You got
Maybe it's spooky.
Some things are better left unknown in this world.
Huber, what would you throw it on?
I liked Lightning a lot. That's pretty jolly.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that nails it.
Okay. Our next question comes from Richard Hogue. With New Year's fast approaching, what major changes, if any, do you see happening at Easy Allies in 2018?
Okay.
I feel like an extra editor is the most likely thing for us
That's-
right now.
That's the most likely thing, Brad?
Well, I don't know, like, if they would be full-time or anything like that, but someone to help every once in a while with editing. It seems like we need that a lot.
I mean, this is funny. Like, we're going to have a big meeting about this. Here's a desire of mine for 2018 that I always get pushback against. New logo.
Okay.
I don't
fine with
remember.
it.
What do you mean you always get pushback? This is the first time I've heard of this.
Every time I
Yes.
say I want a new logo, I get pushback.
All right.
pushes you
first
back?
of all, Bloodworth is not all of us. And
Yeah.
second of all, I've never heard this idea.
Yeah, that's what I want in 2018. That's like growing. Easy Allies grows. Like there should be an Easy Allies font. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Not Avenir next Tavi.
Sure.
Gotcha. That makes sense, Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle, you just got to make it, dude.
I follow you, Kyle.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. You just calling out the font is
In
like,
fact, yeah, I can download a font and just write out our logo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
that's
that
yeah.
screamed to me like, I can't believe I'm working with these scrubs. Avenue next Tavi, what?
oh,
I could
going
see
along with-
changing our review scores.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
hates stars.
Yeah.
I could see that. I think
Yeah.
that's likely. I think like internally we've expressed a lot of desire to change it, and like the community, I think. Well, it's funny because whatever you do, it doesn't. You're gonna get pushback. I guarantee you, the minute we change away from stars, there's gonna be a well of people that really like that. So
Yeah.
just gotta follow the heart.
That's true. Me personally, like it's more peace of mind with some of the like this.
Sure.
2017 pretty much was an onslaught of I'm really having to compromise on our scores because that's how I get. Like I don't think it needs to ever be as granular as 100 points, but virtually I think only like 2 games I was like totally getting like the score is perfect for it.
Right.
I was like almost I think I've messaged Bloodworth maybe 2 times in the first 3 months. I was like, all right, Blood, like we really need to revisit like going to a 20-point scale. Like this is like my consciousness is like I don't like this like a lot. Anyway, who knows what will happen with that. My thing is I'll talk specifically to the Twitch streams. I mean, it could trickle down to every other part of our videos, but I've had some ideas about transition graphics and new like title graphics for our streams. Like nothing complicated, but like simple stuff, especially for E3. because we always have to come up with like a nonstop stream. And I think a lot of us really want to have downtimes during our marathon E3 streams. But it's like, oh, we'll just play some videos and stuff. And it's like, there's better things we can maybe do than just like show old videos that majority of our like people have seen already, and we don't want them to loop. So nice, like this, like we'll be back graphics, stuff like that, just to have like a standardized quote unquote video package for our streaming, our streams basically would be nice.
I think just for me personally, like the way that I kind of envision the different years of Easy Allies is 2016. A train going off the rails, like I can't believe this is happening, try to hold on. That's what I remember 2016 feeling like. 2017 was like, okay, I've got some ideas. 2018 is it's like, okay, you know, we've been doing this for a little while. I feel like I've got a better grasp on this. Let's really drill down, and the stuff that we like, do it better. So like a good example is like, Don't Skip was something that we tried last year. And it's like, oh, okay, this is getting like a good number of views. People seem to like this idea. People want shorter form content. So like in 2018, to be like a lot more consistent than it was in 2017, and just kind of take that mentality and apply it to more things in general, like improve consistency, improve quality, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think quick videos is a good thing, Ben. Like when we did those port reports, like Damiani, me and Blood did, I really like those. Just quick, like 2-minute video. Just a little slice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be good. Hubert?
Yeah, I want to like make my Twitch streams better, just when I'm at home. Like Damiani nailed it with like having like packages and like a unified Twitch like presentation, I guess, from all of us, like when we all stream from our houses. Because sometimes I'll like roll in the graphics, sometimes I won't. Then there were like new graphics that I never had. So I think there was like kind of miscommunication there. So like next year, kind of like cleaning all that up.
Cool. Good stuff. All right. Our next question is from Caesar. He says, hello, allies. 2017 has been crazy. There's no way 2018 can keep up, or is there? We've got 3 in development announcements for games on the Switch, Pokemon, Metroid Prime 4, and Bayonetta 3. And while Bayonetta at least reveals herself, we've seen nothing of Samus. As hyped as I was for that teaser, let's be honest, we know nothing. We've seen even less from Pokemon. Given these facts, my question to you guys is, which game will launch first? For which one will we have to wait the longest?
Great question.
I think we will see Bayonetta 3 first. If I had to guess.
Bayonetta 3.
Like gameplay wise, or the game coming out first?
Game releasing.
Oh.
Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta versus Metroid is the question?
All 3 and Pokemon.
Bayonetta, Pokemon, Metroid. Which one will come out first? In fact, you can even do like the whole like first, second, third if you want.
Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3, 2018. Metroid and Pokemon, man. 2019.
Part of me feels like Metroid will come out last.
Super nervous about it.
I think Pokemon will come out last.
Yeah. I mean, I can envision futures where both.
Yeah.
It depends on what the Pokemon game is, right? Like, it depends on.
Yeah. Totally.
How they do it, but.
Did they say 2018 for Bayonetta? I think they gave no date at all, right?
No date.
No date.
I'm actually going to say that one's last.
You said Bayonetta 3 comes out last?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to give November to Pokemon.
Okay. November 2018, Pokemon.
Yeah, and I'm going to say Metroid Prime 4 comes out first.
When?
So September or October 2018.
Wow.
Kyle, I like it, man. I like it. I'm going with you.
That's my guess.
I think where I'm getting my opinion from is I just remember kind of the cycle of Bayonetta 2 where we saw it and then we got like kind of relatively steady updates and then it came out. Whereas like Metroid Prime 4, feels like this dream that we've been waiting for all of our lives, like a console version of Pokemon feels like something that we've been waiting for all our lives. So it's hard not being apprehensive.
Sure.
Yeah. It's really hard for me to imagine Game Freak pulling it off, but they hit their dates.
Yeah. All right, cool. Next one comes in from John. He says, "Hey, allies, what was your favorite gaming moment of 2017? It's arguably been the best year for gaming in a long time, so I'm curious to see what was memorable for you guys."
I got an answer
great New Year.
immediately.
I've got some too.
I'm sorry,
have a great
was
New
there
Year,
more to
and
the
let's hope
question?
2018 is filled with good vibes and good games.
Got it.
Good games. Wait, what was your favorite gaming moment?
The end of New Donk City.
Good
Can't
one.
say much more, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
absolutely my favorite gaming moment.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Hmm.
The end of ending E in Nier
Ooh,
was
nice.
really good. Majima's reveal in Yakuza 0 was really, really good. And the very, 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 very end of Doki Doki Literature Club I thought was pretty...
I loved seeing a character from the first Nier Automata, in a very bizarre way how they're introduced. I really loved. Man, it's hard for me to pinpoint a moment because so much of it is just me exploring Hyrule and Zelda and finding cool stuff,
Right.
or just doing random stuff in Persona, like hitting the batting cages or something like that, or trying to eat the Big Bang Burger or something like that.
Yeah, it probably is too long for a moment, but
Yeah.
all of Futaba's chapter,
Yeah,
the very
great.
end of Persona 5
It's all good.
all good. Damiani Huber?
Ty, the finale sequence of Super Mario Odyssey, kind of like
Very
Kyle,
good.
not saying what it is.
Yeah.
Those holy crap moment.
Yeah.
Meeting Becky in Persona 5. The scene
Oh.
when it hits me when you find out who she really is, I was like, what? Woo!
Did you get catfished? Is that what that is?
Possibly.
Is that a cat? Is that
Yeah, that's a cat.
Yeah.
All right.
The end of Mario Odyssey.
Obviously.
Yakuza becoming mainstream.
Feel good moment.
Feel good moment.
in time? Yeah.
All of Persona 5. Just all of it. And killing Nazis in Wolfenstein and Call of Duty.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh man, now that you bring up Wolfenstein,
Like
there are
killing
like
Nazis.
several specific. There are like story moments that are the whole like audition scene is amazing. Okay.
Huber, what about Terrytown, man?
Terrytown.
Forgot about that, didn't you?
Really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Terrytown is really good.
That's a
Oh.
moment.
Terrytown.
That's a moment.
Good stuff. One quick shout out to the moment you go to a certain area in Gravity Rush 2. It's a spoiler. That's
Ooh.
such a good moment.
Gravity Rush 2!
I was like, this is in this game. I was like, yes. I was like, such a good, game's only halfway over. Get your thing. Buckle up.
Dude, the final boss in Gravity Rush 2, I was like, why is this Asura's Wrath? Like, what? That game is insane.
Oh, so good.
I think one of the most pumped up moments I had was our group stream of Pokemon Snap.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Because I think I was searching for the word moment, and I was just thinking of Huber shouting, "Here's your moment," as we slowly coasted up to this Squirtle on the side of a water. You know what I mean? It's like we had this much opportunity to snap them. Here's your moment. Here's your moment. Just we were so hyped on that game the entire stream.
I think, honestly, that was my favorite stream of the whole year. Because I think we had streams that had bigger individual moments. I think that stream was just pure bliss from beginning to end. I don't remember any downtimes whatsoever. That stream was incredible.
Yeah.
Was the Mario Kart tournament stream this year the 64 one?
I
Yeah.
don't think it was.
Where Damiani walked away from the controller
I think it was last fall.
to beat Kyle?
Damian remembers.
That was like the most legendary moment I remember.
Someone put all the tournament winners in a thread, and I think I've only won one tournament this year, and like it wasn't Mario Kart, so I was like, okay.
Oh right, and Mario Kart is your ultimate in our fighting game, so that must have been older.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Year one.
I don't know why it sticks out to me so much, but the first time that I saw a dragon flying in the sky in Breath of the Wild, that really did a lot for me. I felt like anything was possible. I had no idea what was happening. Nothing was explained. I just got really excited by that specific moment.
Also, punching monsters in Resident Evil 7 VR.
Yeah. Like the suplex.
Holy shit.
Or the powerbomb, I mean.
In that DLC, dude, when you first started punching things, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, this is just happening right now. And then, like, that's so real that you're going to be punching things the entire time. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So good.
Resident Evil 7 being as good as it is was like a nice moment.
Feel good moment.
Yeah.
It's back. Resident Evil's back.
All right. Good question. Next question comes in from Alex. Happy New Year, allies. Since we have to write these questions down 19 days in advance, it's rather difficult to think of some ultra-relevant games topics or issues to have you discuss. So instead, I'm going to ask a non-gaming question. What was your favorite non-gaming related Christmas/Hanukkah gift that you received this year, and why?
Most stuff I got was gaming stuff. Money.
Oh.
Yeah, my Christmas was pretty low.
Kyle, I got like 3 things for Christmas.
Me too.
They're all gaming.
Yeah. Gaming related.
One thing
Go ahead.
One thing that I got that I didn't expect to get that's been like kind of fun and I didn't ask for is an Echo Dot, and I've just done a little bit of asking that thing stupid questions. That's been kind of entertaining. That's it.
Nice.
I'm super stoked on the art of the Last Jedi book because I just love the effort that goes into making a Star Wars movie, and so like you get to like see all the development and from like concept phases into what you end up seeing in what is definitely like a 9.5 movie. So it's really fun to like see everything that goes into like character design and environmental design and stuff like that. Like a lot of it's cool to me that like in the last one I had art of Force Awakens and you just see all the times they tried like a Kylo Ren mask and like it's impossible. It's like how they designed it, and then it ended up just being some marketing person who came up with a mask. It's like, here's a potential poster. Here's what the poster could look like. I just put that in like as like a stand-in, and they're like, oh, that's actually great, dude. That's Kylo Ren. I was like, okay. It was sick.
That's my legacy now.
Yeah.
Nice try with that 9.5.
It's a 9.5.
Nice try.
9.5, Kyle, I agree.
Official Easy Allies score, 9.5.
9.5.
Yeah, I will resign if that becomes the official score.
9.5.
All right. Next question comes in from Alex. Hi, allies. Just a quick question regarding possible group stream suggestions. What Dreamcast games do the allies have readily available?
Nice question.
I just got D2 for Christmas.
That's a good gift.
So hype. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've got quite a few. Like, we've got fighting games we could do. Like, we've done Power Stone before, both Power Stones, like MVC2, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Skies of Arcadia, Shenmue, Fantasy Star.
Do we have Marvel?
Yeah, I've got Marvel. I've got Marvel 1 and 2.
We even did Virtua Tennis, dude.
You know what? I don't have a copy of it, but I would really like to do Zombie Revenge. I think the allies would be super, super, super into it.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah, I got to track down a copy. I hope people would be into.
You know what else I'd love to do is Dynamite Cop.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I own so many Dreamcast games.
I'd like to do a group stream of Seaman, but I don't have Seaman, so I'd have to like dig up a copy.
Wasn't Bloodworth?
Blood told us it would take a long time. He said it would take a long time to pay off.
Yeah. It's slow pace game.
Yeah, it's like Tamagotchi.
Dude, I want to play Hydro Thunder or something. 4 players.
That's a good one. We can do.
Very
I got
fun.
Ready to Rumble boxing. We could do
Ready
that.
to
That'd be
Rumble,
fun.
dude. I've wanted to do House of the Dead.
I think.
Yep.
I think I have
You
a
got the
copy.
guns?
No, I do. I have a cop. I have a gun. I have one gun, and I have a copy of House of the Dead 2.
I have 2 guns.
Okay, we have
Oh,
3
load
guns.
up. War Rich.
Tell me about the Sonic Mario Party game.
Sonic Shuffle. So I've never actually.
Yeah.
I don't own and have never played Sonic Shuffle, but I've always been curious.
Okay.
About it.
Same.
Never played it.
Choo Choo Rocket might be fun. I don't think I've got. I have a copy of Choo Choo Rocket somewhere, but I don't know if it's on Dreamcast or not.
Probably
Space Channel
Jet Set
5 would be
Radio.
fun. I've got a copy of Space Channel 5. Jet Set Radio. I've got that. We could do that. I think we've done
Sick.
some sort of Jet Set Radio stream in the past. I've always wanted. Okay, so my copy of Blue Stinger doesn't work. I've always wanted to play Blue Stinger.
Love Blue Stinger.
Didn't we do that?
Showed?
I
we
streamed Blue
it.
Stinger.
Yeah. Yeah,
It is the
so
most
tough.
janky, awesome game, dude. I love
I
that
love
game.
playing
It is
Blue
so
Stinger.
jank.
Oh, I want
It's
to play.
so jank, but I love it.
I want to play Gauntlet Legends with everybody. I know that's
Nice
something.
pick.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've either played Legends or Dark Legacy.
Dark Legacy's second one.
Yeah. PS2, right?
It was on PS2 also. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if the Dark Legacy's on Dreamcast actually.
I feel like there's a game I'm
NFL
forgetting.
Blitz.
NFL Blitz.
I actually
Oh, yeah.
really played a lot of NFL Blitz.
Yeah.
NFL Blitz and NFL 2K I played a lot of, and I thought
Yeah.
that was good too. Yeah. What are we forgetting? Dreamcast. Can we just do? You know what I'd be really into, Kyle? What if we just had like console smorgasbord streams where it's like today we're doing the Dreamcast, tomorrow we're doing Super Nintendo, the next day we're doing Saturn. I think that could be fun. Like
That'd be a cool
maybe it's a
monthly
little bit
idea.
too,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe it's a little bit too, I don't know, production intensive, but I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be way fun. Actually.
Okay. Our next question comes in from Matt. He just says Japan. With a
Yeah.
question mark?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Cool. Next question comes in from Noah. What, in your opinion, is the best piece of art? It can be literature, visual art, music, film, game, etc.
What is the best piece of art?
Whoa.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
System shock right there, dude.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. The Shining. The movie.
Shining is the best piece of art ever made by man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z.
I was gonna
What?
say either Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z.
Were you really?
Yeah. Oh, well, I was thinking about it.
I wrote a really funny sketch once where aliens descended upon Earth and found that the only thing of value that humans had created is Dragon Ball Z. And people are like, I'm sorry, what is that? What is Dragon Ball Z? You know, it's like this whole thing. It's good. It's the only good thing humans have created is Dragon Ball Z.
Those periodic meows are pretty good.
Yeah, feed
Yep.
your cat, Damiani. It's hungry, dude.
it wants pets, so I keep petting it, and then she's just like cool for a while. As soon as I stop petting, it's like, why are you talking to these other people, Damiani? This is not our arrangement here.
Brad, what is the greatest art ever created by man?
Cloud Strife is the greatest thing of all time.
Brad, I have a good one.
Sure, let me hear
The
it.
Styles Clash.
The Styles Clash is a piece of art. You're right, Huber. That is probably the best.
What would aliens say if they encountered Kingdom Hearts? Would it be a positive reaction?
They would have to do a lot of research to really get everything.
Yeah, it depends on what alien department gets a
Yeah.
hold of it.
Damiani, what is the greatest piece of art?
Oof. I don't want to do a meme answer, so Let's do.
Korra.
I've been spending this whole time trying to decide which Studio Ghibli film to pick. So
Now he doesn't want to do it either.
yeah. So. Oof. I can try. I kind of want to say. I mean, for me. It's between like Nausicaa and Mononoke. So I might just stick with Nausicaa. There you go.
We got a good comment in YouTube chat here that said, with your lighting, they're surprised that you haven't said that you're the Batman yet. You're just like covered in darkness.
Hell yeah. Haven't set up my. Like the only way I get good lighting is if I bust out all my lights.
All right, our next question from Matt. Hey, allies. Here's my question in quotes. Since if you reach this one, you'll be fairly far in and close to wrapping up. No, we got an hour left.
We got time.
We got time, baby.
You each get a final word on a topic of your choosing, and no one can question it, just like the podcast. Also, if an ally has a final word on a topic, someone who goes after them must pick a different topic. This is fun. Okay, I've got one. I'm going to start us off. Now remember, you cannot choose this topic. You've done it. I was looking at you, Damiani. Akira Toriyama is a great artist.
The Last Jedi is a 9.5.
Uncharted 4 is Easy Allies' true 2016 game.
Oh, that's so good.
The anticipation.
I know.
We got two more.
I want to be.
Tom Brady is the greatest of all time.
Oh my god. That is a spiteful cut right
I didn't
there.
expect this to get so hurtful, yeah.
Hey, you swung first, I swung back.
Oh.
Oh.
Makoto is not the best girl in Persona 5.
Wait, I have to know. Who's your favorite?
I haven't decided yet.
I
Ah!
don't even know how far he is yet, though. Like, have you met everyone?
No, I mean I've seen everyone. I don't have the name of one last girl, but I've met Futaba. So
okay.
that's right.
I think I know who you. I'm gonna make a mental bet. I think I know who you're gonna pick. We'll see if that ends up being right.
Yeah, locked in already.
All right. A pack of puppies asks, "Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. So I confess to being a lazy gamer, and half the time I only trudged through a game to completion or grew through the lengthy process to get a legendary, is because I want to beat a friend to it, and then of course lord it over them that I got it first. What is the best story you have of being the most envious you have been of a friend because of a game/achievement, or the other way around?"
When Brad got a golden Doctor Boom on his first Hearthstone pack.
Yeah.
When I played Final Fantasy XIV with Damiani and he ran around with the King Slime hat, that was pretty shitty.
Ben Moore, did you miss the redo?
I
of
sure
the event?
did. I sure did.
He had a second.
I just forgot. I just completely forgot.
Oh.
I'm very jealous that Ben Moore has played Dragon Quest XI.
So
Well, I haven't played that much of it.
You've played it You've moved around.
I moved around.
Right.
Yeah, I've done more than moving around, but I moved. Yeah, essentially.
I can't pin down the year, but at Insomniac, they used to have Community Day, where anybody around the area could come in and check out the studio and hang out, and you could learn about what's going on with them, and they would just like celebrate their fan base. And they handed out free games at the end. And so a friend of mine and I went, and we got a Crack in Time for free. They just handed it out to us. And so when we're playing through that game, I knew I wanted to get the platinum before he did. So I can't remember this fully. I think I lied to him that I was playing it on easy so that he wouldn't be suspicious that I'm going for the platinum. And so he said, okay, I'll play on easy too. And then I got the platinum, and I was like, I lied. I was playing on medium. And then I did a second playthrough. And he was like, oh. Oh, that's okay. And I was like, I have the platinum, and it didn't matter at all to him. So that's my story. I'm a bad guy. I'm a Sith. I'm a bad guy. Even when it doesn't matter, I'm just like deceitful.
Did you just say you're a Sith?
Yeah, I'm a Sith. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great.
It's been known.
Revealing question.
Kyle Bossman.
Didn't even matter.
Huber, no, you said Golden Nectar. Damiani, did you say one?
I don't know. I can't think of one. I mean, going with the exact rules. I will say it was very, very disappointing when, even after playing it through seeing it played to its entirety, Kyle didn't like the sprite work at all in any of A Link to the Past. I was like, oh, okay. You couldn't give me just one sprite, Kyle?
I did. There were a couple of times where I said that's a good sprite.
Like, don't you like the Aghanim sprite, which everyone confuses?
That was actually the first one that came to mind.
Yeah. It's a bad sprite.
All right.
And those stupid log cutters. I can't stop thinking about them.
Can give me some peace of
Wait,
mind.
what? No, I'm not falling for the bait. Okay.
The two log cutters. And they're just like...
Yeah, no, I know the log cutters.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Our next question comes in from, I'm sorry if I butcher your name, Aurelian. Hello, allies. What is the game you are most proud of finishing 100%? Getting the Platinum Trophy or 100% achievement, or even a game before the achievement system existed? Personally, for me, it's Metal Gear Solid 4.
Good pick.
I don't know if this is like my proudest one, but the one that like first comes to mind is Bloodborne. That felt good.
Oh, for sure, dude.
I feel like the other games that I 100%ed, it was like, I'm just doing this because it's easy and I'm so close anyway.
Mm-hmm.
With Bloodborne, it was just because I was enjoying it so much. So.
Yeah, doing all the shrines in Breath of the Wild was a feel-good moment for me. And getting the glowing Master Sword before Damiani was nice, too.
That ties into that last one. That ties into that last one.
That's DLC, though. DLC.
You got it before Damiani?
Right.
Yeah.
It counts.
DLC.
Damiani, how does that feel?
I don't care because it was DLC. It should have been in the game. So you're just playing into the developer's hands right there.
Brad,
might as well buy some loot boxes in Battlefront 2 at that point.
Brad, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a huge favor?
Yes.
If you do this, it'll be the last thing I ever ask of you.
Okay.
When the next Zelda game comes out, can you find a way, and I will work with you to get Zelda before Damiani and have you finish it before Damiani.
Oh yeah, Dibs next Zelda review.
Okay, nice. Good luck.
I guess it's settled.
Dibs. Time for a fresh perspective.
Come out in Japan first. I'll have that import day one.
Fresh perspective.
For best perspective, Code Talk for where's that 5 out of 5, Damiani?
That was the Code Talk.
Code Talk.
No, I wouldn't have given it a 5 out of 5 either.
Whoa.
I agree with Damiani on that review.
Shots. Huber, you got one?
Yeah, doing Molten Core and Blackwing Lair when they first came out
sick
is like unparalleled hype and nostalgia. and feelings. Like back when a raid mattered.
I remember I played a raid for
What a
you
raid.
because
Yep.
you were at work.
I was, dude. I'd work.
Uh,
That was the best.
you know what you just made me think of? Going through the raid of Destiny 2 with the drive being weekly hunts and then having that moment happen was like definitely a highlight.
Hell
That
yeah.
wasn't 100%, but fuck it.
I 100%ed Tetris when I beat Steve Wozniak's score.
Oh, God.
An achievement pops up. It's like, you did it. It's like, cool.
Okay.
Bow down.
Like a real life achievement. It popped up in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Our next question is from Liz.
Man, that question though, dude, it's like really hard to 100% video games nowadays because there's just so many of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that comes down to it a lot for me is it's like, okay, do I spend time like 100%ing this game, or do I move on to the other things so we can like talk about more stuff?
Yeah,
I always get anxiety about that.
me too.
But all right, our next question comes in from Liz. So I don't know if y'all have noticed, but at Jacob Levelle GT has been killing it lately. Any hope for a collaboration in the future?
What?
On a serious note, thank you so much for the meetup. I was extremely anxious to meet y'all, but everyone was so thoughtful and kind. Thank you for touching this weirdo's heart.
Can I just use another opportunity to say that is absolutely not me? That is somebody I'm not familiar with. Continuing on Jacob Levelle and a sense of humor that I cannot support.
Is it this person who wrote this question?
Oh, maybe.
That's what
We
I
don't know.
thought.
Oh,
That's what it
me.
feels like. I've been
Yeah.
killing it lately.
Yeah, I've been killing it lately. Follow me. It even had the @ in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not support.
Desperation. Yeah, I don't support either. I'm with
I
Kyle.
know, but the thing is, what's frustrating is that like I shouldn't care, but like I was like Jacob Levelle had a perspective that was very particular, and then to see someone else writing jokes in his voice is like that's not right. That's not him. That's not him. Oh, makes
You
me
got to
mad.
respect the creator's intent, which is Kyle.
Yeah, but
So
IGN
I'm going no.
IGN owns Jacob Levelle now, so it's not a big
Yeah,
issue.
that's true.
All right. DRD 7 of 14 just says sweet.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, sweet.
All right. Next question comes in from Simon. Weird. It deleted my earlier comment. I was 10th in the queue, but now I think I'm too far down the pecking order to get noticed.
We
You're
got you,
not.
Simon.
But I will say, like, Patreon is really weird, and with posts, especially like things like this where we get long comment chains, Patreon, it's happened to me. Patreon will just like auto delete your comments, and it's really weird.
Yeah.
It's not me. I promise, it's not me going through and deleting your comments. I'm not doing that. It is just this weird thing with Patreon. But if that happens to you, let me know, and we'll try to work something out, because it is definitely just Patreon being weird. Anyway, in case you guys get to the question, it is, I know plenty of you guys are Star Wars fans, and The Last Jedi is the big story at the moment, but what about other big sci-fi franchises? Thus, I ask, who do you feel is the greatest Star Trek captain? He has the great answer. Cisco.
Damiani knows.
This is Damiani's ballpark.
Yeah, Cisco's pretty good because they basically took Picard and Kirk in some of their best traits and put into Cisco. But yeah, this is like you're never gonna get like a good answer from this. Like everyone has like their own opinion. I will say, I think just because I like Picard the most because there's the traits of Kirk. His more aggressive, his more bold nature. I do find some of that appealing. I just loved the diplomatic nature of Picard because that's sometimes it's the harder route. And there were times where you could see as his character, he would really be challenged. Do I have to break my code? Do I have to go against my moral stuff? Whereas Kirk, it was always, is Kirk going to die this time? Like, will he finally cheat death? Like, will he finally not cheat death? Will he not finally get out of the situation? It was more like that kind of appeal, I think, is a little bit more limited than in terms of like character development. But I mean, Kirk's still a really great captain stuff. And I'm talking about like OG Kirk. original series Kirk, not Abrams verse Kirk. But yeah, I mean the worst captain is probably in the books is probably Data when he becomes captain of the Enterprise, because he lets the Romulans kick his butt pretty much. The ones in the first Abrams verse movie. There's like a set of comics. That's so stupid. Anyway,
Damiani, you're in the EU now, huh?
What?
You're in the EU, huh?
No, that's actually official. They released comics to explain how Nero got the Romulan ship, got this mining ship, like what happened and stuff. They basically attacked Borg, confiscated Borg technology to outfit the whatever their ship's name was, Nero's ship, and then the Enterprise under Data was sent to stop them from doing what they're doing, and then he cripples the most advanced the most advanced Federation ship.
Data is in the Abrams verse now?
This is what was happening in the Prime timeline before Nero jumps to chase Spock, which causes the alternate timeline that they're all in.
Whoa.
Yeah. Also, when Nero's ship's disabled after Kirk's father flies the ship into them and buys time for everyone to get away, including Kirk, baby Kirk, the Klingons do show up and imprison Nero and his crew, and they work on a penal colony for the Klingons for 2 decades, I believe. And Nero is getting telepathic messages from frickin' V'ger. The original Star Trek The Motion Picture, the cloud thing, is speaking to frickin' Nero because it detects Nero's out of place and not supposed to be there. And they have a link. And that is how Nero goes, he escapes, meets with V'ger, and they figures out the calculations to arrive at to where the scene in the movie where he goes, this is where Spock's going to come out. That's how he knows the moments and where and when Spock is going to emerge from the black hole, the singularity, is because of V'ger. There's a V'ger's infinite calculations and power.
So I endorse Damiani's response. That's my official answer.
Are there any other sci-fi franchises that people are super into?
Huber likes Avatar?
And Aliens.
Alien?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminator, right? You still like Terminator?
Terminator. Hell yeah.
Anyone like the Battlestar Galactica? The new one? I always saw the new
Battlestar.
one.
Love The Expanse. The Expanse is so great.
Huber, what was that?
Does Black Mirror count?
What was that sci-fi show that had a game that came out with it too?
Falling Skies?
No.
No,
it
it's
there was a D?
Dark
Dominion maybe, or
Dark Matter?
No, it was
no, what's it called? Oh my god. Yeah,
it was a couple of years ago. You know what I'm talking about? It was an MMO. Was it Defiance? Is that it?
Defiance.
Yes. Yep, it's Defiance.
Yeah, Defiance.
Okay. Didn't you watch that?
I watched
Or am I making that up? Okay,
Yeah,
well, never mind.
Stargate.
I haven't seen Stargate.
Really don't consider Star Wars sci-fi, though. I don't think it has much to say about science fiction.
Still 9.5.
Because of how we got there in the first place.
Our next question comes in from Shadow. We all want Shenmue HD, but what other franchise, in your opinion, desperately needs an HD remaster at this point? Mine was these guys were Arcadius, says Shadow.
Nice one.
Which is good.
Say franchise or game?
Game. But you can do franchise if you want, Brad.
He specifically said franchise, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
So here's what's weird is when I was streaming Mega Man Legends, we're having a really good time, and clearly the game is dated in some ways. I think a remaster would ruin it. It would ruin the look. And so it's not Mega Man Legends. I think the game that needs a remaster, I'll go Spyro. That's easy, and I really would play that for sure.
I agree with you. There are some things that are popping in my head where it's I don't know if I would want that to be.
Yeah. Vagrant Story would be a bad remaster because it looks so good.
What if they did Phantasy Star Online?
Nice pick.
Or Or they just do an official release. Phantasy Star Online too.
Original Metal Gear Solid, not Twin Snakes. Original Metal Gear Solid.
Careful here, Damiani. What's it look like?
Remaster it. Like so, new generation people can play it. Because I have a feeling some people try to go back and play it now. They look at the PS1's graphics, like I can't get into this. Like no mouse smoothing or anything in the cutscenes and stuff. Like
they don't deserve it anyway.
Yeah, they really don't. But like, I still want people to experience it.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like, kidding, but
I know. I was trying to go along with it. 16.
It's funny. It conveys like such I love the cold of that PS1, like just the puffs of air as they breathe. It just feels like Alaska. It's just like the environments feel cold. And I feel like you lose things like that when you. I don't know. What's up?
Yeah, dude. One of the best articles I read on Kotaku last year was about the Final Fantasy 12 remaster and how like different it looks compared to the original because of like colors, and it just gave it a completely different vibe.
Yeah.
So like remastering is tricky business.
I could go for Skyward Sword remastered.
Sure. I think
the game has terrible like textures and everything. Like, looks kind of bad a lot now. But a nice, fresh, smooth coat of paint could be nice.
I really agree with Huber on Onimusha. I think just seeing those all bundled together, playable
Seriously,
on
what the hell?
system would be really, really, really nice. And it just seems.
How is it not a thing?
You
look at like the PS3 era of remasters with like God of War, Ratchet, Jack, like
Shadow of the Colossus. They did even
so many effing Sly Cooper, like everything got the remaster treatment except Onimusha.
Well, isn't Onimusha pre-rendered backgrounds?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard, dude. That's a hard remaster.
Make it happen.
Yeah, make it happen.
Okay.
Pump a little cash into it.
I would like. I'm just curious about them. I would like to play through the Kingsfield games. So. How about like? Also, along those lines, how about a remaster of Tenchu?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, where's that? Where's that at?
Where's it at?
Where is that?
Hey, where's that at?
Hey, I can go for that.
Hey, I can do that. Anyone got any others that are jumping?
Guitar Man.
Guitar Man is a very good pick, Kyle. I like that.
I want
that.
I want Lost Odyssey to get like a second chance, like a better version somehow.
That's a fun pick.
I agree with you. I kind of feel like it got that when it was backwards.
Yeah, but I'm talking like better frame rate, just running better and everything like that.
Yeah.
Smoother textures, all that stuff.
Yeah. I really want
Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
Sorry.
I want Killer 7 to be remastered in HD on modern stuff. That would be nice.
Yeah, it's a really good one too.
That's a game that like I've never played through, and I would really like to play through it with an HD remaster. Really good. Okay. I think, man, Skies of Arcadia having that on modern. Where is it? Where's it at?
Where is Skies of Arcadia? Where is it?
Where is it? Come on now.
The letdown.
Not everyone has a Dreamcast or a GameCube. Come on now. Share the love.
Last night I watched a gaming historian video on Ristar, which is a game I really loved as a kid, but haven't revisited since. And it's just such a gorgeous game. I want to revisit Ristar. Put that out. I should be able to download it right now. Put it out there.
Does a remaster, could it just be like a collection or something like that? Or does it have to be like totally redone in some way?
I think the idea is that it has to be, HD. It has to be.
Okay. I just want all the Castlevania games. I want all the old Castlevania games on something.
I'm kind of amazed
that there
hasn't.
Where are those, Brad?
Like a Mega Man Anniversary collection of Castlevania.
Yeah, like where is that?
Yeah.
Where is that? Ooh. Yeah, when do we get that?
Let's go, Konami.
Hey, where is that? All right. Our next question, we're getting a little loopy. Our next question is from Ryan.
Next time I see like Sean Layden at PSX or something. Yeah, where is that?
Hey,
where's that?
Sean.
Where's that thing we talked about?
Yeah.
Where's Onimusha HD? Our next question comes in from Ryan. When can we expect a Game Sleuth or similar discussion for where Breath of the Wild fits in the Zelda timeline? I want to be so hard that it's convenient.
This is fair because Damiani hyped this a long time ago.
Yeah, Damiani.
I mean, the problem is so here's the thing. There was a new interview by Fujibayashi and Aonuma. They pretty much said nothing, but the gaming world seems to think it was like a big deal, but people forget like the past a lot. Basically, Fujibayashi says that they still don't know where it takes place. They haven't decided yet, so you can't figure out where it goes. I mean, that's pretty much the issue right now. Is no matter like the timeline of old in general, you couldn't piece it together without extra information provided by Nintendo. So it's kind of like a microcosm of the old timeline debate is where Breath of the Wild takes place. So it honestly is going to come down to where they decide. So everyone is wasting their time at this point. Like you should probably stop before you like hurt yourself. And then they reiterated something they've said time and time and again that people think is a big deal, but they've said this for like over a decade now. They don't make new Zelda games with where does it fit in the timeline at the start. They choose where it fits in the timeline pretty much when the game's near done or after it is done, where they're like, because they do like to give fans some of that. They're like, okay, let's appeal to that part of the fan base as well. So let's pick where it's going to take place. The reason they don't plan ahead is because they don't want to be shoehorned into having to meet expectations for the lore. They really don't want to ever have to deal with that because that's not the focus of Zelda games from the start. It's they focus on gameplay and new innovations. So basically, it's pretty much why Disney kicked all the expanded universe into the Legends stuff for Star Wars, because the new trilogy, if it was like within that same universe, all fans would have called them out for like the smallest like inconsistency or something like that. Like, but in this book released in 1997, written by this author, they said this happened and like you didn't do that and stuff. You forgot about that. Same thing with like Zelda. Like they just don't want to have people's attentions diverted from. Imagine if Breath of the Wild was like they made a big deal about the timeline and stuff, said, oh, it's going to take place like before Ocarina of Time and reveal all this stuff, and it doesn't. Some people would focus on like, man, they really screwed that up, like it didn't work out, versus like how good the game is. They just don't want to deal with that. So nothing new is said there. That's kind of where the situation's at right now. So the new book that came out for it, the Masterworks from Breath of the Wild, didn't give any more insight into where it takes place in the timeline or anything like that. So I think they'll decide what they do with it when they decide what they're doing with the next 3D Zelda game, if they're going to make a sequel or something. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like its own lore, a reboot, or its own separate thing. It has no connection, like direct connection to the other games.
Yeah, like in the Zelda series, when there are connections, it's some of my favorite stuff. Like the Fallen Warrior showing up in Twilight Princess, I think that's a sick connection. All of Wind Waker being the result of Ocarina of Time, I love that. Mm-hmm. Skyward Sword even having the context of being the first of everything, it kind of makes it all more important. But I think Breath of the Wild is good for not having connections. I think that actually helps it, and I don't think there are interesting connections that you can pick out. I don't think they know who that parrot's master is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The
He
what?
always what's Cass?
Yeah.
Cass
Cass.
is always talking about his master, and it's like nobody knows. They decided not to design his master. Like there is no master, you know. And so I think like things like that are what makes Breath of the Wild unique in the Zelda franchise.
My only question about that is, what about all the items in the game that clearly reference old Zelda games?
The DLC
I mean,
items?
No, just items not all of them. I mean, some of the DLC items do, yeah.
All the
they
DLC
have stuff that
used to belong to this guy. It's like, okay, man.
they just have so much stuff that references so many different games and different spots that it's pretty much just like a giant like Easter egg or like embracing like the heritage of the Zelda series. Like I feel like it's the game's way of paying respects to the past 30 years of Zelda without any concrete direct references to like an actual event. The closest thing you get in Breath of the Wild to actually a direct reference to any kind of like meaningful event is the the Gerudo champion. Why am I forgetting her name right now?
Urbosa?
Urbosa, thank you. Yeah. When she gives her speech after you beat her divine beast, she makes a reference. She basically says that like at one point in the past, Ganon was a Gerudo, and it's like okay, that has some specific meaning, and then mentions Naburu, the Gerudo sage by name. That's it. That is that is the only kind of concrete thing. Sorry for going such a deep dive, but that is, I think that works well in that game. But to Kyle's point real quick, like, I think some of the earlier stuff, like you talked up through the Wind Waker, you did mention Skyward Sword, but I completely disagree with it being a good, like, origin story. I think it fails completely on that, except for Fi and the Master Sword. Everything else about it's terrible.
Okay.
Oh, and there's an Easter egg with Fi in Breath of the Wild, too, which is kind of cool. Anyway, Koizumi.
Tell me.
Yoshiaki Koizumi was pretty much largely responsible for the narrative you saw through the Wind Waker. So a lot of those payoffs you saw, like those moments you're referencing, Kyle, were born of his ideas and his.
Koizumi's my guy, dude. He's the best.
Yeah. Fujibayashi is. I'm sorry.
Easter egg.
Oh, when you complete the trials of the sword, it makes the Fi noise when it glows or whatever. Like the beep, 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 or whatever. There's no dialogue, no subtitles or anything, but it clearly makes the noise that Fi makes when she's getting ready to talk to you. Yeah.
All right. Our next question comes in.
That person asked for like with a video, and we just made the video for them.
There you go.
Yeah. We're just gonna clip this out. Put a thumbnail.
Yeah, what is in chat right now? Where does the Xenoblade suit fall into all of this? Since you can get it in Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 are connected. All right. Next question comes in from Joey and Kate. What was the very first game you ever completed? So I got a weird one. It was like a 45-minute game. It was extremely short. It was on Genesis. It was a kid's game, and I don't remember the name of it. It's like it was Mickey Mouse, but it was like Jack the Beanstalk, Jack and the Giant.
Oh,
that's Magical
Beans.
Yeah.
Magical.
Yeah.
No.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that one. It wasn't like the cool. No, it was like this kid's game where you just solved like puzzles.
Oh,
okay.
It wasn't like a platforming game. It wasn't
okay.
The good Disney games. It was just like this really simple kids solving the puzzle game, but it was like Mickey Mouse. I don't remember the name of it, and I've never encountered it since that point in time.
Right now.
That was like the very first game I played through.
Super Mario Brothers.
It was like an educational game.
Was it Mickey's Ultimate Challenge?
Maybe.
Came out in 1994, though.
I mean, that would be the time, yeah.
Looks like a bunch
Yes,
of
that's
puzzles.
it. That's it. This is the game.
We gotta stream it. We gotta stream this.
It goes really quickly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is it. Yeah.
Nice.
Good job,
Good
Damiani.
box art.
Yeah.
The first game I can remember, beating is Metal Gear Solid, because I just remember going like, wow, I beat a game. Like seeing the credits go by. Like none of my Nintendo games I ever beat until I was in high school. They were just too hard.
I remember the first time that I finished Metal Gear Solid, like, happiest day of my life.
I probably
Dude, I was
finished
like
Metal Gear Solid after
tears
you.
with the end credits. This game is 43 minutes, by the way, on how long to beat. Mickey's Ultimate.
Nice. Mine's not too interesting. The original Super Mario Brothers.
Nice.
Took a while, but eventually beat it.
Yeah.
Had to figure out the paths in Bowser's castle.
I don't know if you heard me. It was Mario 3 for me.
Mario 3 is a good one. I feel like the level that sticks out to me in Mario Brothers 1 that gives me a hard time pretty consistently is 8-1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't remember any other...
It's the one
Yeah,
at the...
I think-
Yeah, it's annoying because it has, like, the stupid, like... Yeah, it's It's not that fun. It's because it has that jump. It's the jump with the one sprite, like big, yeah, like yeah. And as like a kid, your dexterity is like, can you really do that?
8-1 gives me a hard time. Brad, you got one?
I can't remember the first game I ever beat. I think I was too young. But I remember I remember when I beat Zelda and Mario 3, but I don't remember which one was first.
Man, did you beat Zelda by yourself as a kid?
No.
Like as a super young kid?
Oh, that's a good thing. First game I beat without any assistance. Like Mario Brothers, someone had to tell me the path in like the Bowser's castles. Yeah, because I didn't use warp pipes all the time, so I'd get to the ones with the really complex ones, and I was just like, "What am I supposed to do?" I actually think it was either probably Super Mario World or A Link to the Past was the first game I beat with like no strategy guys, not asking anyone for help or anything like that.
We've got about 18 minutes left, and we actually don't have that many questions, so maybe we can try to speed up that. We're always bad at it. We can try to speed up the pace a little bit. Next one comes in from Colin. He says, "Hey guys, have you ever thought of making an East Coast branch of Easy Allies? If so, where can I apply?" That would be super nice, but we can't. That's my answer.
If one of us moves, we can do it.
Yeah. Is that going to happen?
I'll go to the East Coast.
Okay. All right. Well, look forward to Easy Allies East Coast.
We're sending
new logo
to Orlando, Florida is where we're sending Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, like, our budget is 1 PAX a year right now. So, like, even like having a branch on the East Coast is like, it's a pipe dream. But yeah, maybe in Easy Allies in 10 years.
I mean, it's still pretty exciting when we get 2 slices of pizza on a Tuesday. So.
Yeah. Like when we get Mountain Dew, I get excited.
Yeah, but now we always have to wonder if the Mountain Dew.
Yeah, you gotta check. That's Kyle first.
Our next one. Wait. Did you get paid, Kyle, for your Mountain Dew?
What do you mean?
I threw money at him.
Oh, yeah. But then I lost it real fast. I made a dumb bet, and then Ian had it.
Yeah, Ian got it.
Right.
Wait, did Ian ever give you that money back, Huber?
No, I saw him put it in his pocket.
I think Ian didn't realize that it was part of a dumb bit, and I think Ian kept that money.
It wasn't a bit. I wasn't joking.
It was a... Yeah, but I was joking about okay, on the next I'm going to win this next round, and I thought it would be like a fun running gag that we all just passed this $3 around for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
and then Ian just pocketed it, and then done. All right.
Our next question comes in from Michael. He says, "Hey, allies.
God, we got to collect that $3.
It's the end of the year, so my question is, what is the most played song that you allies listened to this year? For me, it was Provider by Frank Ocean. I don't know.
I think you can
check. Easily for me, Life Will Change Persona 5.
Okay,
Listen to it 20 million times.
I'm not. Yeah, if we do video game songs, it's probably that. But I think for not video game songs, I listen to Over Everything by Courtney Barnett and Kurt Vile a lot. I also listen to Spit Out the Bone by Metallica a lot.
Spit out the bone.
Nailed it.
I think the song I've heard the most of, not intentionally, is Imagine Dragons.
Yep.
Under song.
Thunder.
Yeah.
That's
what I've heard the most.
Yep. Nope. That song.
War ready.
The thunder.
Yeah. Feel the thunder.
Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
I can't find it. I was trying to find my most played song.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong too. I should look at my most played.
I hear nothing more than the Easy Allies theme song.
Yeah, I hear that a lot too. Okay. All right, moving on. We got Speed. Grandmaster Pizza asks, "What's up, guys? If one day the science people came out and proved that video games came out with bad health effects, much like cigarettes, and they would almost certainly shave some time off your life," I really like this question. "Would you still play them or play them the same?" Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all in, baby.
I'm
all
already
in.
fucked.
That's the point of no return.
The chips
Dude.
are on the table.
Yeah.
This is okay. I'm not endorsing this mindset. This is not a good mentality to have. But like at a certain point, you have to recognize your own doom and just submit to it.
Yeah.
Wait, we're all serious about this?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
all
very
in.
serious about this. All
I'd
in.
be out.
too.
I'd be out.
I don't believe you. Dude,
No, for
fucking
real.
Pokemon Switch comes out. You're not out. You say that, and I
I'm
know.
out.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
No way.
I had to,
Super Mario City comes out, Kyle. The fully realized
Yeah,
New Donk
no
City.
way.
Kyle's gonna be
played it.
staring in the window at the video like,
Yeah.
Skyward
love
Sword
video
2 comes
games. I
out.
can't
You're
do
not. You're not done.
I'm
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
You're gonna
The
read
Adventures of Ruth comes out.
This
You're
sounds
not
like
out.
it would be an awesome Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Like, games
Yeah.
start like messing with you, dude. Side effects.
But like, and at the end of the episode, it's like an old man. He just says, "It was worth every second."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, "Age of death, 21." It's like, oh,
Yeah, he's all old.
yeah, yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, if video games are bad for you, like Persona 5 would probably kill you outright, right? Like,
Yeah.
you like put 100 hours into it.
Nobody lives to the end.
Nobody lives. I like that question, Grandmaster Pete. That was creative. All right, next one comes in from Kyle. He says, "Hey, Allies, quick question today. What is a strange take on an established genre you would want to play? For example, my dream game would be a turn-based wrestling RPG. I like that a lot, Kyle."
Yeah.
Good.
I think making a lot of stuff just turn-based would be really fun.
Yeah, we got
Established
it this year.
stuff.
Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Yo, does that game get good?
I think it.
I'm like
I
not
think
even
it's good.
going. I finished World 1 and it's like the same thing.
It's repetitive, yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Are you
I
just
like
not
it.
into it to those battles, or?
I like it, but I was like, does the game become more than that ever? Because it's like the first battle and then like the 15th battle. I was like, this is kind of the same thing over and
Sure.
over.
I think that's fair.
I don't know though. I think actually the abilities you unlock changed things a lot,
Cool.
and the
enemy
weapons.
types definitely change up how like if you think you've mastered the combat right now, you haven't.
Yeah, I got to
Enemies
the
start
guys that
throwing
have
a
like
lot
the
of
big,
stuff at you
the guys that like slam you.
Oh yeah, I hate those guys.
Yeah.
teleporting enemies are gonna be like, oh, nowhere safe. Like you gotta keep moving.
Chill. Yeah, it's good. Felt kind of samey.
Hey Huber, move on, dude. Next
Yeah, I'm
game.
gonna move on.
Next
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Move on.
Moving on.
I want a turn-based RPG, like old Final Fantasy game or something like that, set in like Dark Souls universe or something like that.
I want a Resident Evil Souls game.
What is that? What do you mean?
It's like Souls, but you're in a mansion fighting zombies.
Fighting zombies. Okay.
Yep, fighting zombies, but and like other creatures too.
That's like already Dark Souls.
I know, but it's just in the Resident Evil universe. Damn it!
Okay. Gotcha. Give Chris like a saw cleaver or something.
Dude, you play as Wesker.
Yeah, Wesker using the Kirk hammer.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that in a weird way this kind of exists, but I want a full, like, long, sprite-based JRPG with just the Street Fighter cast, like just within the Street Fighter universe.
It's a great
What do
idea.
you mean that kind of
cross-
exists?
not
That's
the
so-
Well,
cross-
you have things, yeah, you have like things like Project Cross Zone, where they're in an
Oh,
RPG.
right, not like that though. But Ben,
No,
that's
not-
such a fun idea, dude.
Not like
that's
that.
so fun.
But I want them to
It could be
take
like Project
seriously.
Octopath Traveler, where you could start with any of the 8 characters.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a
we
fun
go.
game.
Kyle.
Here we go.
Whoa.
I mean, got a taste of this with the Muso spinoff, but I want actually very story driven God of War style Zelda game starring Ganondorf.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty sick.
Ganondorf just rolling through, and Sheik,
Yeah.
Sheik as well.
I mean, it's
Uneasy
Kinda sad.
lines.
that I can't think about this without thinking about Shadow the Hedgehog. Like, it just immediately.
That's
comes
what
to
I.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about this.
I guess like a Banjo-Kazooie game. But like halfway through, Banjo dies. I guess that's what I want.
Well, wait, what does Kazooie do then?
Yeah, it was just Kazooie that whole time.
Okay.
They're like the characters going through arcs, struggling with Banjo being dead. It's like a vengeance tale.
Yeah, because I got a theory that like Kazooie just has like a reliance on Banjo, like just like she likes being in that backpack. It's where she's most comfortable. Otherwise, she could just fly everywhere and be like a really simple, easy game. So yeah, just like removing Banjo from Kazooie's life
But
and
it's,
overcoming that.
Banjo doesn't die from like an enemy or anything. It's just like
He
Heart attack.
overdoses.
Heart
ODs
attack.
on heroin. ODs on heroin.
like Kazooie not only
Banjo
can't rely on
sniffing
Banjo
blood.
anymore, but finds out that he had like a hardcore drug addiction. Oh,
Because
God.
he like
Yeah.
hangs up the backpack at night and then he like shuts the door and Kazooie can only wonder what he's doing in there.
Right, and
He's
then
shooting
just
up in there,
and
that's what he's
a lighter
doing.
and-
Wow, that's too dark. That's
A
what
guilty
they need.
pleasure.
That's what Xbox needs. They need something. They need edge.
That shot
They
me
need-
arm.
You should
Yeah.
do that, Cal.
Banjo-Kazooie
Make it
drugs.
happen.
Yeah.
All right,
That'd be nice.
we're moving on. Next question comes in from Hudson. I just made the jump to 4K for Monster Hunter World, of all things. Nice, Hudson. This brought back memories of my brother and I fighting tooth and nail for our family to get an Xbox 360 just so we could play The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And of course, so many of us jumped onto the Switch for Breath of the Wild and Odyssey. Have any of you bought a console, virtual reality, or a similar upgrade just for one initial experience? Or was there one thing that finally pushed you over the edge all the
Yeah.
time?
Yep.
Mhm.
VR,
Yeah.
Resident Evil 7,
Yeah.
done.
Every time.
Twice.
PS3, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yep.
Yeah, all the
Done.
time.
PS3, Metal Gear Solid 4, Xbox 360, Halo 3.
I bought my PS1 for Final Fantasy 7. And I got my 360 from Huber for Tales of what is it called now?
Vesperia.
Vesperia. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I don't know if I've been late to a console since I was an adult.
Yeah. Wait,
So
what
most
about
of the time,
Xbox One? Didn't you get that later?
yeah. But that was the GT library one. That was like GT's shutting down. Here's an Xbox One, and I said okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Our next question comes from Outcast Writer. This is a quick one. On a past Fame Trap, Ben talked about going to a Japanese restaurant on Thanksgiving that had the fun game where you put the plates in to win the game. Please tell me what the name of the restaurant is. So it's a rotating sushi place called Kula, and that's on Satel Boulevard.
They're a chain,
Nice.
actually. They're
Yeah,
all
they're
over the
chain.
U.S., actually. Yeah.
Kula.
I don't.
Cool.
I mean, when Kula first opened up, it didn't have like that game. It's definitely changed a lot. Like the whole like way they distribute food now has changed.
Kula.
So I don't know,
Kula.
like, if you find a Kula near you that it'll have that, but I was very pleasantly surprised. I had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, Kula is the name of it. Eduardo asks, serious question: toaster strudels or Pop Tarts?
No.
Why can't we just have both, guys?
Yeah, it depends
They're
what mood
both-
I'm in.
Yeah, dude,
Nope.
they're both so good.
Turnovers.
Pop Tarts,
by
easily, hand down.
Pop Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
Pop Tarts.
Pop Tarts.
both stink.
I choose both.
They're both bomb.
I don't like toaster strudels. I'm sorry.
I don't like
Play what you wanna play.
either.
Play what you
That's
want to
fine.
play.
Christian asks, greetings, council members. Hope you're all doing well. Tomorrow,
Mhm.
you have all become budgies for a day.
What?
What?
What are those?
What the
What?
fuck is a budgie?
We got to
quick
Google
search, Mike.
budgies.
Is that like
Look it up.
Teletubbies?
What is it?
A budgie.
I don't know. I don't know what a budgie is.
Budgie?
I'm getting a bird.
Okay.
I'm getting a bird.
All right. So we're birds.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. You'll become budgies for a day. How do you choose to spend the time in your new body? Bring on EZA Year 3. Looking forward to sharing more of that sweet love and respect with you all in 2018.
Flying around.
Yeah, I'm going to fly around. I'm going to fly everywhere
Yeah.
if I can.
Yeah, it's gonna fly forever.
Yeah. That was kind of a boring answer, I guess.
I mean, it's like you're a bird.
Can I be real though? I'm gonna be super cautious. Like, the chances of you dying are super high.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna find
That's
a
fair.
place where I think no natural birds of prey could attack me.
How big is this bird?
That makes sense.
Yeah, Ben, are budgies big birds?
They look pretty small.
Yeah. I gotta hide.
Okay.
I gotta hide.
They look
Be
like
careful.
the budgie regar. The budgie. I don't know how to say that. Also known as the common parakeet or shell parakeet, and informally nicknamed the budgie, is a small, long-tailed, seed-eating parrot. Mass 1.1 to 1.4 ounces. Length 7.1 inches.
So I think I'm safe on like the roof of a mall. I'm gonna try to find like a roof of a mall.
Nah, man, you got other birds there, dude. They're gonna bully you around.
Yeah, where's safe?
Nowhere.
Oh, the abandoned Target in Hollywood. I'm gonna fly into the abandoned Target in Hollywood.
Dude, you're gonna get attacked by like a
I
rat.
bet that's like super not safe.
Yeah, you're gonna get attacked by a rat immediately.
Yeah.
The
I think
half-finished Target. It's not abandoned. It's half-finished. I'm gonna go in
Okay.
there.
All right.
Yeah, there's probably like owls and bats.
Yeah. All right. SilentConsonant asks, "It's my birthday. Would you sing me happy birthday?"
Yeah. Wait, can we though? There's no way it's gonna be in sync.
Do we have to pay someone if we sing that?
Not anymore. Public domain, baby.
Nice.
Listen, Kyle, you're main character, so you sing it.
Yeah, Kyle.
I like
think-
this.
I think we should try. I think we should try to actually all sing it at the same time. It's gonna be bad for the audience, but it's like worth a shot.
Okay.
All right. On the count of 3, we're doing
Okay.
this.
And it's silent consonant, right?
SilentConsonant.
Okay.
We could also use the name Brandon. Which would you
Okay.
want to do?
Silent
Oh,
consonant.
probably Brandon. Okay, silent consonant. Got it.
But we're doing SilentConsonant.
We're on the internet, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Usernames.
Usernames. Okay.
Usernames.
All right. 3. All right. On the count. When I get to 3, we're gonna start singing. 1,
Okay.
2. Happy
Happy
birthday
to
you. Oh no.
Happy birthday
to
to you. Happy birthday, dear Consonant. Happy birthday to you.
Alan was like holding notes to throw us all off.
I know. It threw me off too.
Yeah.
I was having a
Threw
good
me off,
time.
too.
Troll.
No, it's just a sync.
In my ears, it sounded good.
All right. We have one more question. This will be
Ooh.
the first time in the history of Q&A that we've gotten through all the questions.
That's what happens when there's 5 of us, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. All right. Our next question comes in from Tim. I am pretty sure you will never reach this question 2 hours. Haha. But here we go.
We got you, Tim.
What does each of you? Ooh, this is an interesting one. What does each of you think he has most improved upon in the last year, intentional or by choice?
Nice.
Wait, that
You
we
wanna
improved
go?
upon?
Yeah.
This
that,
was
yeah, that you individually.
Oh,
this was the first year where I could finally stop playing some video games and delete them without having to finish them and get to the credits.
Yes. Yeah, dude.
I deleted multiple games without finishing them this year, and it felt good.
Nice.
Felt so good.
Something for me that I'm really excited about is like anytime we ever shot anything ever, I just always would feel really anxious and bad, just like that self-doubt of anything you ever do kind of thing. And I've just let that go. Like now I can just shoot something and have like a really good time with it and not think about it too much afterward. So that's really nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like my writing speed has gotten better, which I really liked. It's been really helpful for me.
Getting better at streaming, solo streams, basically.
Nice.
What do you mean getting better?
Being able to do them more often, getting better at being able to interact with chat while playing, because I think I'm terrible at playing and talking at the same time. So I still do it. I usually do it at the beginning of streams though, because I think it's okay to still do it there, where I won't play. I'll just sit there and just like have a conversation with chat without actually like playing the game. So I kind of do that like in my opening intro segment. So it's like, okay, it's cool. We're just like getting started here. But like once I'm actually playing, especially when it's like someone asks me like, hey, can you explain why you think this about the game that you're at right now? I try to not, I still do it sometimes, but I think I'm getting better at that, like stopping the game, like putting down the controller and being, all right, let me stop here and like have this like conversation with you. And someone who's watching it's like, hey, an archive of it. It's like, are they watching it to play the game? They're watching it for me. Like doing both at the same time, I think is kind of like the sweet spot. So
Yeah.
I think I'm just really, in general, have been really bad at trying to play a game and carry a conversation. I think it's really hard to do. So
Yeah, I hear that. I'm thinking for me, it's like mostly stuff that people didn't see. Like working at BlizzCon All Access, like doing some like field producing for that. Working on the Game Awards, and also like Box Peak, obviously, things that people haven't seen. So kind of just like working on my own professional repertoire of like things that I can do confidently. I think that's the stuff that I worked on in 2017 the most. And you'll never see the fruits of it until 2018 kind of thing. But yeah, we'll see. That's what I think I improved upon the most. Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. That's going to do it for this no adults version of our Q&A. If you'd like to ask a question, we will put out some information in January about when we'll be taking submissions for the January Q&A. This is for $20 and up patrons. If you're watching this live, you already know that. But if you're not, if you catch us on YouTube later, go to patreon.com/easyallies if you want more information. Thank you to Brad, Kyle, Huber, and Damiani for joining me today and answering these questions. And that's going to be it for us, guys. We'll see you next month.